Just doing a full length driver's side shelf install. So these are the bolts that you get to construct your shelf with your pack. And Vaughan is just preparing the interior. So some lights. There were some rails, but we've taken them all down. He's just removing this light here because that'll be in the way of the shelf fixes. This is a VDJ 78, so I'll be able to explain how with the factory roof liners how the shelf will push that up. So we've attached that section for the back end, so now is the front. Okay, so this is why you need at least 3 people to help you. So what we've got the shelf held up against the wall. I'm going to use a whiteboard marker to mark the holes or where I want to drill the holes on the shelf. We're going to then take it out and then we're going to drill the holes in the shelf and then pop back in. Alright guys, we've just marked. That's the hole that you really need to watch. Definitely keep dropping the shelf and lifting the shelf, making sure that you're going to hit the bodywork because the window curves around quite a bit there. We've got a mark for one in the middle. We've got one, if you want to hand the camera back to Nick, just to show where they've marked at the end there. So one in the top corner there and one at the very back, just making sure that you clear the plastic black bit. So if you want to drop the shelf down guys, see there's a bit of a hole there, so we just want to make sure that we definitely get it on bodywork. Alright, cool. So now we've got this mark here, you just follow around with the marker. Just make sure that's in line. So we're going to do that with the 2 top mounting points. You can use 2 holes on each of the top hats on the roof support there, but it's very secure with 1, so we're just going to go with 1 for this. All the other holes on the back, they've already been marked pretty accurately, so we'll start drilling with the 8mm drill bit, just to give the bolts a bit of wiggle room. Awesome, so now we're going to put the shelf back in the car, hold it up again and mark the holes on the actual Troopy's bodywork. Okay, so next step is to mark on the bodywork. Can you lift that up a bit more? It's okay. So your grey plastic covers there, they're actually really good to act as a line, so that's where your Troopy will kind of, like your shelf will sit. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, pull down. Alright, so you can see there we've got all the holes marked now. So we'll be using the 9mm drill bit because that's what the nutserts require. We've just chucked a drop sheet down too because it throws metal everywhere, and with the marine carpet it's going to be an absolute bitch to get out, so. Cool, done. Okay, so there's a tutorial on the website for how to use these that Supercheap Auto have posted. Basically, you get your nutsert and you screw it on to this until it's flush, so you need to probably screw that in a bit more. But basically you want it kind of flush with the end bit there. Once you've got it flush, you screw these two bits closer so they're nice and tight. I'm going to make sure that this is fully opened before you do any of that. And it's just like unscrew. So just a close up. Basically there's a thread in there now, so next step is to pull the shelf in and grab all the washers and the lock washers, and that'll be it. Alright guys, so we've got our bolts ready. The easiest way generally is to do the middle back first.
Yeah, this is not going to match.
No, that's alright, because you get it not far enough up.
Sure.
Yep. Yep.
So in the VDJs, they do have a bit of a floating roof card. So what the shelf does, because it's modelled off the old HZ 78 series that I had, it follows the contours of the roof, so it will push this up. It's really not that bad, but just heads up if you've got the factory roof liner that yeah, if you don't want to change it or anything, it will push it up just in this back section here. But I've had people that have cut them or changed their liner or have just left it like this, which a lot of the people just do that. So hope you enjoyed the video. We'll get some more photos of this as well.